As we mark this 10th anniversary, I also think it's important to go back even farther back than 10 years, to 1962, when my great predecessor, Whitney Young, the leader of the National Urban League movement in the 1960s, created the Washington office of the National Urban League and brought affiliate CEOs into a dialogue with the Kennedy administration, which really began this very strong relationship between the National Urban League and our federal government. We stand on those shoulders. We stand today looking forward to 10 times 10 great more years.
The work that we are trying to do, I believe, will make a difference. And the work of the National Urban League reverberates across the entire country. It really does create a platform for advocacy unlike anything other. And as you convene your State of Black America 2013 Summit here in D.C., I want to salute you for what you've accomplished and what you will continue to accomplish, because it does make a difference. So I am very committed to making sure that we pass the Urban Jobs Act this year. I think it's one of the most untapped resources that we have is our youth. We need to get them employed. We need to get them into careers that they can grow, have families, provide for those families, and be the members of the community that we know they can be.
I'm here to talk today about the Project Ready STEM Act. If we are who we say we are as a nation, and we are the people who believe that we can do the best by way of technology and research and education, then the only way we can prove it is to prepare our young people. Every other industrialized country in the world is doubling down on education and research. We are not.
The Urban League is here not to just agitate, but to legislate. As we know from our president, and you're going to be in Philadelphia, some 10,000 strong for your national convention. We look forward to welcoming you. There's nothing more important than us focusing on solutions. We spend a lot of time at the complaint window. We're now going to the claims counter. We're going to get our young people hired and trained and ready.
2013, as you know, is a very historic year. We celebrate the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington. And here in D.C., our policy office has worked to be the policy advocacy and research arm of the movement. And that work has really changed a lot, from kind of an insider game to really being a people power movement. This is the only time as a movement that we come together to bring the force of the National Urban League's people power to bear on Washington, D.C.'s Capitol Hill.
The work that you do is absolutely vital and critical to our country. There's a good reason that you're in the room, that you have folks in the room when the president introduces and releases his budget. Making clear the issues that you see every day, helping the president to make decisions on broad policies.
I thought it was well organized, and I thought they answered quite a few questions that are complex and not easily understood by urban leaguers or by the public generally. For example, eligibility and coverage and time frame for when the act would actually be implemented.
Today's breakfast was very empowering and uplifting. They spoke a lot about the fact that we're not just here to attend luncheons and dinners and receptions, but we're here not to spectate, but to activate.
I want the Urban League to take a hard look at the Affordable Care Act. There is a big possibility, in my opinion, for the Affordable Care Act to do for the Urban League what MDTA, the Manpower Development and Training Act, did for the Urban League back in the 1960s.
We're very excited at AT&T to be partnering with the National Urban League. It's very exciting to talk about embracing technology and what we can do together to help our young people get an education around science, technology, engineering, and math. And so we just encourage our young people to really focus on embracing the technology and to use it for economic and for educational purposes.